A very warm day outside by standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Now a 2nd down and 6. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Browns, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From the 31, Cousins into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
throwing the interception, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But it'll be second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 36. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Play fake. Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That catch good for only a couple.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Second and 14. Here's Mayfield. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 118 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On second and 10, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On second and 7, Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a third down. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Parkey adds the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. final play of the half. Cousins. A beautiful fake. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Drops it off for Chubb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this. He missed some time with a knee injury, and he also had Kareem Hunt in the backfield, who absorbed a lot of catches along the way. He's more than capable of adding to their passing game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
second down and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of this. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. picked off by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense, right?
Yeah,
if you know,
on him.
right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Throwing is Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So after a run like that, I would guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, what was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Browns drive about to get started. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, Hunt. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So Cleveland able to come away